I just had to let you know.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun. Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wild Bill. 36.
36 power.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Right here, right here. Gun. Motion, check. Shift. Check. Crunch. 14. Gun tight.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 22, Luck. High throw, but the catch is made. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, it's Luck. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 50, it's Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Just like that. Just like that.
Luck. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
He's crossing. He's checking crap. Bang, 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 bang.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
A shotgun snap for Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Markevious Mingo drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield.
I'll go special.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's telling right, he's telling right, telling right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn right. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shoot, shoot.
Now Luck. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Second and 10, Luck again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And the Colts first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Run left, run left. Keep moving, man. Man, move it. Go, let's go, let's go.
So that'll back him up 5.
Touch, 280. Still going, 4 down, 4 down. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go, let's go. Here we go. Right.
On second down, Wilson being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
53, Mike, go.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
On the Seahawks' 39-yard line.
Check out. 40. There you go.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Punt that. Hey, 0. It's a party now. Mike 50, Mike 50. All day, dog. Check. Hey, 50 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Down to lose one. Alert. Push left. You got 3 down. Watch 33. 32. Watch 32. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wilson, buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Again, it's Penny. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
I'll go special.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Forced out to his left. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Waiting. Hey.
On the run, it's Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's scared. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Now Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, 49 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
I got you, boy. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, hey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tookie's the mark. Tookie's the mark. Check, 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 check. Off, off.
On first down, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 50. Check. Listen.
Wilson now to throw again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
I got you. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Got it. Hey, easy. Touch.
To throw again is Wilson. Past the 20. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Lott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, 0-0-0.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Took right.
Zoom.
One left.
I'm going back to you. Mike's 50. Check. Mike 50.
From the 44, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check.
This is Penny. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
14. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Right stone. Drive on.
From the 36, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
14. Go. Don't let him free. Play that time deep. Don't let him free, defense.
53's a Mike. 53. Check 53. Pick it up. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 9. Under 10.
12.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
You think you gonna get this?
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
You're not ready.
Still got 4 down.
Mike 50. All day. Let's go. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Colts.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his line. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Luck throwing again. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me. Mike's 50, 11.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now it's Luck. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
54's Mike. Check.
Now Luck. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Luck. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Fresno. Monday. Check Mike 54. Line 61. Matchbox lights. Mike 54.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Pick one up. Line 40. 54. Hey, pick your game up. No. Watch out. Mike spot 4. You track. Slam.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, second and a yard from the 34.
Go down. Hey, alert. Gun. 50, Mike, 50. Yeah. Hey, 50's the push left.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check. 25. 63's Mike. Short. 63's Mike. Run left. Get that ball.
Here's Wilson. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
Mike's 50,
line.
Mike's 50. Now watch one. 50, Mike's 50. Defense wins championships, baby. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Seahawks. First down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike's 50. 12. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hey, Romo. Check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Margus Hunt, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Mike's 50. Watch the curls. Mike's 50, Mike.
36 power.
Watch the backer. 50's the Mike. It's a party now. Hey, no, look, we got Mike.
Good.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and that changes everything here in OT.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Toss play, it's Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lead.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.